GM, wonderful friends. Very grateful to have you here. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, the reptile, Cucho, and we are here to discuss Josie Bellini's project called CyberBrokers, which is an incredible community that both Cucho and I are members of and honored to be active participants in as well. Cucho, how are you? Are you having a great day, and are you excited about this one?
Yo, what's up, Krifta? Yeah, I'm really excited about this one and to talk more about the CyberBrokers project. So let's start by talking about who's behind it. The person behind it is Josie Bellini. Josie is an OG artist in the NFT space. She's been doing art for since 4 years and is very established as an artist. We actually did a separate video specifically on her journey as an artist. You find it in the link below. Today, what we focus on is on her project called the CyberBrokers. So, as she established herself as an artist, she developed the vision to do something bigger in the space beyond art and to manage her own project and business in the space. And what came out of that vision was the CyberBrokers project. So, Button, tell us a little bit more about what the CyberBrokers are about.
Well, Cyber Brokers, one thing that I absolutely love about it is that it's a story. It's like an actual book that is being written in real time that us as community members of the Cyber Broker group we're able to contribute and actually have the ability to have our cyber brokers featured as characters in a part of this story. And so often these chapters come out in which they're explaining the story of all of our cyber brokers and how they all work together in the metaverse, which we're all very, very familiar with in Web3. But now you're able to see almost like a Star Wars style story, but all focused on ownership of digital assets and what does that world look like and what do we want it to look like and how do we push through on this journey. And so it's a very fun story. They have it available not only for us to read online for free, but also to enable us to listen to it as an audiobook through any podcast platform. And so I've really been enjoying it. I love participating in it. And I am very grateful to get involved in the cyberbroker because the more that you participate, the greater your likelihood is that you're going to be able to play a role in dictating how the story develops and evolves in the future.
Yes. And actually, the CyberBrokers, so the characters of the story, have been minted as an NFT collection that you can see here. So it really allows you as a collector to own a part of that story that they in that project that they are building. And if you look at the CyberBrokers, there's a huge differences. I mean, just if you look at them, you can already see, aesthetically, they really look beautiful, but then also there's a lot of variety amongst these cyber brokers. And one of the key variety are these different talents. The talents that represents like the different roles that these cyber brokers have in that virtual world within that story that Button described. To give you just a couple of examples, we have the politicians. The politicians, they are the decision makers in that virtual world, and I think they look super distinct compared to most other cyber brokers, and I think they're really cool. They're super rare too. They're just
Very.
9 out of this collection of 10,001 NFTs are these cyber brokers.
Yep.
And yeah, I want to show a couple more that are some of my favorites.
For
We
sure.
have
And
yeah, go ahead.
those politicians, you can see some of those styles in some of her previous art too, which is amazing that she integrates some of her original art pieces into the cyberbroker community. I love how big picture coming together.
100%. So just to show you a couple more of these talents, we got the dealers. I think they look really
Very
cool.
cool.
Another one, we got the gamblers. I think visually they look amazing. I think the suit looks cool. You have these like cards flying around the cyber brokers, so that's really cool. And like I said, so that's the key. The variety are these talents, but then also you see still within these one of these talents, there's a ton of variety with different traits, so different variables, different backgrounds. Some have these masks, etc. So I think it's really awesome how each of these cyber brokers looks very different from any other that you can find in the collection. And Josie and her team, they also found a lot of cool ways to actually engage the community in what they call quests. Button, tell us more about these quests and your experience in participating in them.
Yes. So the quests, let me tell you, my friends, they are complicated journeys that you go on as a team with the cyber brokers, those who own the NFTs, and you participate. So you go onto Discord, you go to the quest channel, and then you would actively participate in understanding what the puzzle's answer is. And often it requires all the participants to go onto a website and sign a contract with the wallet that has your cyber broker in it. And then from there, you will get a set of codes. Perhaps you'll get an image, perhaps you'll get some kind of quote. And then you take that information and you add it to the community page. And in the community page, all those little codes that every single person is contributing, those are essentially the puzzle pieces. And then once you get enough of the puzzle pieces, the community works together to put it all together to get the answer by solving the puzzle. And sometimes this can take you on a fun journey through like an actual metaverse through crypto voxels or other metaverses, or sometimes it could lead you to playing a game. They're always challenging. Sometimes they take multiple days, but we've done very well in solving all of them. And if you do participate and actually sign the contract with your cyber brokers in it, you get the opportunity to get rewarded. Cyber brokers rewards participation, which is one reason I love them. Kucho, you want to explain some of the rewards that they've provided?
Yes, the rewards from the quests that are going on right now are the Mecha parts. And at one point, these Mecha parts, you will be able to use them to assemble them into actual mechs. And Josie has been talking about how right now these look very much like 2D assets, but at one point they will be revealed and they will actually all be 3D assets. So that's really cool. And then also you're going to be able, so as you can see, there are different categories and different classes of these parts, but they're actually going to design it in a way where you can assemble the pieces from different classes together, which also is really cool because it actually allows community member to be really creative with that, right? And it's going to allow for a lot more creativity in different types of mechs that people are going to assemble. So I think it's really cool just seeing this theme of cyber brokers really engaging the community and allowing them to contribute. And that's actually, looking more broadly, that's something really cool. What I've been seeing with cyber brokers is that people are actually building onto what Josie and her team is providing, to the community in terms of structure and these quests, etc. I've actually seen that there are few cyber brokers that use their cyber broker to really create a personality behind it. So some created like a Twitter account for their cyber broker. And then Josie and her team, they involve those people in what they call the writer's room. And through that, those community members are actually able to have a say in where the story and the lore of the cyber brokers is going. Button, any closing thoughts from your end?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love cyber brokers. I see quite a few projects where they're trying to get the community to participate, but are those that participate truly being rewarded more so than those that are just observing? And this is one of the few projects that truly rewards those participants substantially more than those that don't participate, because you get a more rare upgraded mecha part, which if you go onto OpenSea and you look up all the parts, it's always the more rare parts that are going to go for the higher price point. And so once you get to piece them together, if you have all rare parts, it's going to be a rare mecha, which is essentially a large robot. And if you have a rare mecha, it's going to be worth more than a less rare mecha. So getting rewarded with NFTs that you could actually sell for profit is a beautiful thing. And this quest has been a lot of fun. I can't wait for this season, and I'm curious what next season's going to reveal, my friend.
Yes, definitely a project to follow in the NFT space. And yeah, this was great. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed the content. Really helps us out. And that's it. See you next time, HODL fam. Peace out.